Hey, luck is a luck.
Hey guys, it's Midnight Philopaker, and I'm here with an EVA 3KS, which is one of Japan's high security locks. Unfortunately, I don't have a key for this lock, but a quick overview of how it works is that there are two sidebars, one on the right side, one on the left, and 12 sliders altogether, 6 on each side that correspond with the sidebar on that side. What you are seeing inside the lock right now are the nubs that are sticking off of the sliders that interact with the key. When the key raises them to the correct height, it will allow each sidebar to retract into the plug, allowing the plug to rotate. There are true gates on each slider that allows the sidebar to retract into the slider, and there are sometimes also false gates. On the case of this lock, there is. Sometimes there are extra true gates that are designed to allow for multiple keys, but this lock doesn't have that. And in order to manipulate those sliders, I will be using these picks that I designed after other creations I have seen in the community. And they, as you can see, have a little fork on them that I can grab onto those little sliders and just pull them up and down to my whim. That is really useful with a lock like this that has unsprung sliders, because if I were to try to pick it with a normal pick, it would be very hard to do what's called a jiggle test, where I can move it up and down and feel the state that it's in. With this lock, when you are in a true gate, you'll feel that the slider has a little bit of movement, and when you are in a false gate, it will be stiff, so you will know that it will need to be moved. As you can see, I can currently see through the lock right now, and in order to make that less of a reality, I'm going to move this paper away, and I'll also put a piece of tape on the back of the lock, just so I don't have any unfair advantage while I'm picking. Let's grab the vise and put this inside. I'm going to start off by moving all of the sliders downwards. And now I'm going to apply tension and feel for the slider on the right side. Number 6 is where I'm going. I felt it go up one gate, and I'm going to switch to my other pick. Try to find it one more time. I think I felt it go up one more gate. Gonna check the front here. Slider number 2 went up into a gate, I believe. Three, I think, went into a gate. Same with 4 and 5. I believe all the sliders on the right side are set. I'm going to check on the left side now. Slider number 1 on the left side went up one gate and went up another gate, and it feels better. Same with number 2, went up one gate, that feels good. Slider number 3 went up one gate. Same with number 4. Number 5 went into a slight false set, but feels very stiff. I'll try to lift it up a bit higher. Oh, and it's open, just like that. EVVA 3KS picked. That wasn't too bad. Alright, now to gut it. Let's get this out of the vise. And get this piece of tape off the back. Oh, I bumped the microphone, sorry about that. And I will lock it back up. So you can see it is open here. It's locked back now. Take this tail piece off. Now, I know I locked it without the key, but with this lock, I can just use a very useful tool that is also popular in the community. And this is it. I can stick it in to the lock, just line it up properly. Make sure it's going in all the way. And then it will line all of those sliders up to the right height. And as you can see when I take it out, this housing has all these weird grooves in them, and those sliders will sit up in those grooves, preventing the lock from moving back and forth or rotating out of them, depending on where it is in the lock. So put that over here for now. Get these sidebars out one by one. I'm going to turn it around for a second, actually. So there are 3 sidebars. Actually, I said there are 2 at the beginning, but there is a third passive sidebar. Right here, and this one is just for key control and isn't actually interacting with any of the sliders. So I'm just gonna put it over here for now. And the sidebar from this side on here. Now I will start taking these sliders out one by one. Coming out the bottom, so I'll just try to be as careful as I can. Just number 6 from the right side. I'll get number 6 from the left side because it's coming out. I'm going to turn it around to show the gates more clearly. It'll allow me to turn. There we go. Pull this out a little bit more. Number 5. Number 4, no, not yet. Go for number 5 on this side. I'll use the pick to push them out. There we go. number 4. See if I can get number 3 as well here. There we go. 3. Okay, I'll get 3 from here because it's basically falling out. Now it's coming. Still need to get number 4 from that side. There we go. First, get these ones out. There is number 2 and number 1. And then from the left side, sorry about the tedious gutting process here. And from number 1, the last one from the left side. It's coming out the bottom. Alright, I'll put the core right there for now and give you guys a nice close-up of all these pins so that we can see all these true gates and false gates more clearly. Turn on the light as well. Alright, so if you look at each of these sliders, you'll see that there are the true gates and the false gates in each one, and I'll pull one up as an example. Here is the 2 true gates, and the reason we have 2 is because if you look at the slider, you'll see that it is actually 2 inside prongs that match into those 2 true gates right there. With that false gate right above it, it's a little bit harder to see, but it can lock on like that and not actually be able to retract into the plug. That passive sidebar, that third one, is just for key control. If it gets lifted up too high, it will stop the plug from being able to rotate, but as long as you don't touch it, then it doesn't affect picking. Here's the plug. You can have a closer look at that. Here where the sidebar rests. Here's for the other side. Here are the slots for all of the sliders. And here's the bottom. And at the very top, this center groove is for that passive slider. You can see some ball bearings in there for anti-drill protection. And also here is the plug. As you can see, there's no holes for anything in the Bible, but there are these grooves that are inside of the, like, fish scales, kind of. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are having a good day, and all the best. Take care.